The year is 2024, no longer 1993, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are delving into a topic that is becoming increasingly important in our rapidly evolving world. How do we prepare our children for an artificial intelligent future? As parents, we want what's best for our children, and part of that involves equipping them with the skills and mindsets they will need to thrive in a world where artificial intelligence plays a significant role. From toddlers to teenagers, the journey of preparing our children for the future actually starts now. So you may be asking yourself, where do we begin? Well, it starts with fostering a curiosity and a love for reading and learning from a young age. Encouraging exploration and discovery not only stimulate their cognitive development, which we have spoken about in this channel, but also prepares them to adapt to new technology. As our children grow, it is essential to introduce them to basics of technology and computer science. Whether it's through educational apps, educational games, coding games, or simple robotic kits, these experiences lay a foundation for understanding how AI/artificial intelligence works and how it can be utilized in the world. Additionally, exposing our children to a diverse range of experiences and subjects helps broaden their perspective and cultivate critical thinking skills, which we've spoken about in this channel when we were discussing going to the berry farm. In an AI-driven world, the ability to analyze, evaluate, and solve problems will be more valuable than ever. I've seen this robotic and it is available at the University of Pretoria, where it takes you all over around and shows you where to find what at the institution. It's for the library unit. And so exposing our kids to such robotics allows them to actually interact with robotics, actually understand what robots are about. This can be through games, activities that they can enjoy. So for now, we also want to know that as our children transition to teenage years, it is crucial to guide them towards exploring potential career paths that actually interact with artificial intelligence. Whether it's computer science, data analytics, robotic, even fields like ethics and policy making, there are endless opportunities for them to make meaningful choices and make meaningful impact within the artificial intelligent world. So she's playing with robots right now. It's the beginning of starting with understanding robots. But perhaps most importantly, we must instill in our children the values, the empathy, get them to read and understand about robotics, let them learn about ethics and social responsibility. Because as SI becomes more increasingly integrated in our daily lives, it is essential that they understand the ethical implication and use their knowledge for the greater good. I shared a video where one was asking, are robots going to take over the world? And the answer was the truly intended reason for robots to exist is not to take over the world. But perverse people can use robots to do things that are not ethical, and hence it is important that our kids learn about the ethics of robots. They can learn about empathy, holding events such as the robot party where they get to expose, touch, actually interact with robots, helps them to not have the fear of robots but understand robots as part of our existence. So in conclusion, we want to prepare our children for artificially intelligent world. It's not just about teaching them technical skills, but it's about nurturing their curiosity, fostering critical thinking, and instilling ethical values. By doing so, we can empower them to navigate their ever-changing landscape with confidence and purpose. This can start as off with these games where they are learning how to build robots, robot puzzles. She's probably 3 or 4 and is already exploring building a robot. And these games actually foster following of instructions, which are good. This is a cause and effect. When you touch it, something happens. We spoke about it when we were discussing AAC. And each robot is unique, so it allows the child to learn new vocabulary. So such exploration actually helps a child understand different things of their environment. Furthermore, I've also included some of the programs that are available in the in our television screens that actually helps our children understand science better. Nom has enjoyed the Peekaboo Kids. She's also enjoyed the channels where they tell the processes, where like Blippi channels where they explore science, but also not just explore science, but at an age appropriate level. So with robotics, you want it to be fun, introducing it. You also want the child to be interested. So playing music together and making them watch movies or activities like the toys that we had before that can transform into a robotic car actually helps. Other games that are not focusing on robotics but focus on building their critical thinking. These are some of the games that you can play with the learners where it gets them to think, where do rain come from? And this is not only that, even artistic, how to build this game, following instruction, drawing the clouds, learning about condensation, learning about where do we get rain, how come we get rain after a hot day. These are all the skills that are critical thinking skills that actually prepare our children for a future that me and you do not know. Someone said those who would survive the future are the people who can learn, relearn, So we want our children to just learn and relearn and apply their experiences, and these games actually assist with that. Here is something from a lady who's talking about the research about children. My biggest thing was that children do not see robots as we see them, but they must be allowed to explore, they must be allowed to actually interact with robotics, and they must be allowed to actually know a difference between a Tesla robot and another robot, so that the children understand robotics and how they function within their society. Norms are growing up in a world where they will need to understand robots, and it's scary, but at the same time, it's one of our responsibilities as parents to prepare them for such a future. But with that being said, some of the games starting off at an early age could be building robots with papers, glues, so that you desensitize them from being scared. I tried Nom on a granadilla this morning, and she was so scared of it because she has never seen it. So desensitizing a child is so important. Exploring with them, making them touch something, feel something before they actually interact with the real robot might be one of the solutions to ensure that when they actually meet a real robot like Milo, which we have shared in this program, they are able to interact with them. Some games, we want to ensure that our kids also watch some programs that are, even if they're exposed to screen time, but keep them physically active. This is also going to build their cognitive ability, physical ability, which we've spoken about when we were discussing the video about visiting the berry farm. But now let's hear the kids speak for themselves about visiting and actually entering competitions that enable them to compete internationally and what they felt competing in these programs.
Learn in our programs helps them not only build STEM literacy and STEM expertise, which we know moving forward will be critical for the workforce, but also builds in the opportunity to learn real life skills.
We just have so many problems that we need to solve. And I truly believe that a lot of the problems need technological solutions.
First, completely changed my life. It can really prepare you to solve any number of the world's big problems.
Coming back to South African competition, Katlehong School for Engineering, the technical vocation school in Gauteng, built this robot. The students representing to the delegates from the Department of Education, they've used this robotic arm, they've programmed it, and this robotic arm assists in washing dishes. Not only washing dishes, but they refine water so that we can assist in the problems such as water shedding, which is some of the problems that we are facing in South Africa, along with load shedding. So robotics can be used for various reasons. I was so happy to see young young matriculants, grade 11s, being able to articulate what they have done, not only, but where research is going and solving issues that impact the community. Because it's important that as we learn about robots and we learn in any field of study, we give back. And I'm so passionate about research and development, especially research and development that is going to feed back to the issues that are faced by our communities. So when I saw this, I was amazed that, wow, I'm so happy, and may the future be so bright for these grade 11s and grade 12s who have taken the time, especially also to the teachers, who have taken the time to think of this, to research this, to build it and let it come to fruition, and now be able to present it to our national delegates and say, this is what as a school we have built, and this is the problem that we have solved. It also close nicely with what I said, that with our kids, we will just not only teach them the technical skills, but we want them to have social responsibility within them, so that they know that whatever we do, it must solve the issues of our society. Not only that, but they must also learn ethics, which are the skills that they're gonna learn to say, even if I build a robot, the robot I build cannot be used to destroy society, but the robot that I build must actually solve the issues of society. So thank you so much, guys, for watching my YouTube channel, subscribing and sharing. Do continue to see, and as we thrive forward to ensure that our children grow up in a holistic approach. Thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you who subscribe to my YouTube channel and actually shares my work to more other videos and learning. Till the next time, I appreciate and see what can be done when we work together to prepare our children for this artificially intelligent world. Let us not be scared, but let's empower ourselves. I'm also empowering myself with what is available within the field of health science and exploring how can I support children better in terms of artificial intelligence. Some of the things that I've done is allowing Norm to be exposed to virtual reality. So there's quite there was one I visited at the New Market where she was able to be in a virtual reality world. She explored it, but she was also very scared. So that is why I said it is quite important that we desensitize our children before actually exposing them to a real robot. I should have started with the toys, but wow, we make mistakes and we grow and we evolve, and I guess that's why we are here, to grow together. Please do share some of your tips that you are using with your children. But thank you so much. Goodbye.